What's good, and welcome back to Investing with Jack. So we have come right down to that double bottom that we talked about in the last BitTorrent video. So we're going to get into that. Elon Musk had that tweet about Tesla and no longer accepting Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went straight down. So we're going to get into that as well. So I'm going to show you guys some quick technical analysis for BitTorrent as well as Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is the master energy. So we're down 10% on the day for BitTorrent. And on the 7-day, we're down 26%. So a $3.84 billion market cap, trading 24-hour trade volume, 1.4 billion. So we'll quickly go to the Twitter, because this is pretty interesting stuff. So Justin Stun, who is the CEO of Tron, Wink, BTT, all in the same ecosystem. So he says, I share Elon Musk's environmental advocacy and guiding crypto adoption for Tesla. Please see. So he shows his thread here, but we're not going to read that. So he says, hi, Elon Musk. If you really want an instant, stable, low fee, and green energy payment solution for Tesla, your best choice is Tether_TO on Tron. It has been used by tens of millions of people globally with over 10 billion transaction volume per day. So Justin Stun is trying to get Elon Musk's attention and trying to get him to use Tron as a payment for Tesla, which would be absolutely massive. I'm actually going to retweet this real quick. Come on, Elon. All right, so let's hop into the technical analysis here for our friend BitTorrent. All right, guys. So we talked about, so we're here on the 1 day, but I'm going to put it onto the 4-hour chart because we've been talking about this double bottom in our last video, and now that is what has come to fruition here. So we can see on the 4-hour chart, we sold off with Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin right here, big sell off, and you see the same with BTC. We sell off more, or with BTT with BitTorrent, and we've found that double bottom. Now we're not quite there yet. The candle wicks did come down and hit that 0.00521, which is our double bottom. But we'll very likely see the candlesticks come down there and find some consolidation. As you can see on the EMAs, we're finding resistance pushing the price down. So let's put it onto the 1 day. Yeah, so we can see here on the 1 day chart, guys, we've lost the 55 EMA and we're trending downwards. It's a little bit of a green candle, but I do expect us to come all the way down to 0.005, and I'll show it to you guys on the weekly. But I'm going to quickly pull up the RSI here to see if we're trending towards oversold. We're getting lower on the RSI on the daily, but we're still sitting at 41, which is not too bad. So let's pull it up on the 1 week here. Yeah, so you can see if we do come down to that double bottom for BitTorrent, we're allowing the 20 EMA to catch back up to the candles and to heal up. And as you can see here with my 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what happens. We have our impulsive wave, we have our corrective wave, and then we have our next impulsive wave, as long as Bitcoin heals up. All right, guys, so I'll put it back onto the 4-hour and then I'll hop into Bitcoin here. So it's unlikely, but if we saw some serious buying pressure to bring us back above these EMAs, and we could start trending back up to 0.008, but it's much more likely that we're going to roll over and shape our double bottom here. So you can see here, you have the left side of your bottom, you make your W formation, right? 1, 2, 3, and then you start trending back upwards, and that's what we're creating right now for BitTorrent. Now if Bitcoin sells off more, then guys, we could come back to this previous swing high. I'm going to put it onto the 1 day so it's easier to see, because if Bitcoin were to sell off more, which is a possibility with that ABC correction, what could happen is we could rest on our previous swing high, which is, guys, it's down here at 0.003. That is if Bitcoin sells off more and we break those EMAs. Actually, let's move this up. Your previous swing high is up here at about 0.004. It is a possibility, guys. So hopefully we find that support at 0.005. We create that double bottom. Bitcoin recovers and we trend back upwards. But I'm going to quickly show you guys Bitcoin here. So we're here on the 4-hour chart. So we're here on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, and in yesterday's videos I talked about the rising wedge and how we were losing energy and this buyers were no longer interested in pushing the price up, and most likely what would happen is we were to And most likely what was going to happen is we were going to fall out of this wedge, and that's exactly what happened. Elon Musk tweeted and we fell right out of the wedge, right? And an upward wedge, like rising wedge like that, it's bearish, guys, when you're starting to lose energy and your highs are flattening out, and we dropped right out of it. Now what we're hoping is we consolidate in this $49,000 area as we did right here, and we start to trend back upwards for Bitcoin. So a bearish pendant is when you consolidate and you break downwards. I'll give you some examples. Right here, you have your flagpole, you have your pendant, you break down, and you have it here as well. You have your flagpole, but what happened here is we consolidated and we broke upwards, which can also happen. So that is what we want to see with Bitcoin. What happens and what can happen, guys, is if we consolidate and the bulls don't step and the bears, the sellers take over, well, we're going to come down to this 43K level of support, a previous level of support, which we've been talking about with that ABC correction. So I'll put Bitcoin onto the 1 day. I'm just going to move some of this stuff out of the way because it's pretty distracting. So it would be ideal for us to consolidate in this area, as we've just completely broken away from the EMAs. We're about to see that bearish cross of the 20, the yellow line over the 50, which would signify a bit of future sell-off. What we don't want to see is that bearish cross. You can see we almost had the bearish cross here, but we were able to come back above the EMAs. But we're about to form the bearish cross, and if we form that bearish cross, that will show us that there could be future sell-off. So we'll put Bitcoin onto the 1 week, and you can see here the 20 EMA is catching back up to Bitcoin on the 1 week. Actually, you can see here, guys, in February or in March, we did break down through the EMAs, and then we shot right back up. So we are consolidating on the EMAs right now. We're finding support along the 20 EMA on the weekly. So what we want to see, guys, is we hold this 20 EMA and we don't break through it, because if we break through it, that's pretty bearish, guys. And then we might find support here on the 55, but we really want to hold this support, kind of consolidate. Might be a couple weeks of consolidation before we start trending back upwards. And then you'll see it with BitTorrent as well as many of the other coins in the market. If BTC chooses to consolidate, what you'll see is we'll continue to consolidate before we see our next leg up. So guys, we're about to hit that double bottom that we've been talking about here with BitTorrent, and we could see some future consolidation until Bitcoin recovers. Always remember to zoom out and look at the weekly and look for the candles to come back to the 20 EMA on the weekly. So the chart is healing up. It's boring, it's slow. Elon Musk just caused some sell-off for Bitcoin. So hopefully we see that consolidation for Bitcoin, and then we'll see that for BTT as well. So we might be in this period of consolidation for another couple weeks. It's very possible, guys. So that's it for this one. Make sure to smash that like button. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out the Discord, over 1,000 members strong, and I'll see you in the next one. Much love, guys. Take care.